News 4, the first to bring you an exclusive interview with 3 San Antonio police officers acquitted in the shooting death of Melissa Perez.
She's the mother of 4 killed inside her apartment back in 2023. Perez was having a mental health crisis when she died. Yami Virgin was the first to talk to the officers about what happened that night and after their acquittal.
Here's more of her exclusive interview, including the message they have for San Antonio's chief of police.
The 3 former officers say 3 days after their acquittal, they're still processing what happened the night they learned they were being arrested after the shooting.
I think it goes back to the doing what's easy over what's right. It was very easy for him to make that decision because they wouldn't have to answer the difficult questions. They would be able to avoid having to face the media or the public, the community, and answer those difficult questions. So it's honestly, for lack of a better word, it's a lack of courage on their part.
This is the first time Alfredo Flores and Eleazar Alejandro, each charged with murder, and Nathaniel Villalobos with aggravated assault, are able to speak openly after the trial. Do you think policy and training were followed that night?
We're trained to do things the way that we're supposed to do them, and that night I was completely oblivious to the fact that if we did anything wrong, because I didn't feel like we did anything wrong. And you know, having your whole world turned upside down like that it was a rough one to get through, but we made it through, and thankfully we had a lot of support along the way.
For myself, absolutely. We followed everything according to policy. There's no doubt in my mind. Myself, along with 12 other officers, 2 other supervisors, you get almost this sixth sense when you're out there. If you're going to leave a scene with so much going on, what would the story be like? What would that storyline be? We had supervisors on the scene making a decision to leave, and then all these things just fall apart.
Policy was followed that night. It's clear cut. It's very black and white. Policy was 100% followed that night.
But they say policy on paper is not the same as leadership in action. They believe the department rushed to judgment before any full investigation was conducted, something all 3 believe their attorneys proved during the trial.
You know, you have people in positions who have a lot of authority, a lot of power. You know, the upper echelon, the administration, they have a lot of power and authority when it comes to training and making decisions that affect individual officers and their families. And they chose to do what was easy, which is, you know, throw them to the wolves, lock the door, and best of luck to you.
I say this respectfully to the command staff, is have faith in your officers. Whatever you teach them, you're teaching them what they need to do to go home. I went home that night. I'm glad I got to go home that night. And not be afraid to stand by your officers when you teach them so many hours of T-Cole, tactics, everything else, and they go out there and do the job that you showed them how to do. Have confidence in them.
Do you want to go back to SAPD?
That's a tough question. With the right circumstances, as far as being able to do my job, be trusted to do my job, absolutely. I love serving my community.
Do you want to go back to SAPD?
Being 2 days after the acquittal, it hasn't even crossed my mind.
Do you want to go back to San Antonio Police Department?
I'm going to say this as respectfully as I possibly can. Absolutely not.
All 3 insist they followed SAPD training and policy, and they also say the jury's verdict reflects that. They hope their case pushes the department's leadership to make changes. Yami Virgin, News 4 San Antonio.